just joined us, by the way. I can just see like a little.
Can anyone hear me? Am I? Yeah, fantastic. Hello.
I can just.
Where's that nude? Where's that nude Morgan Blyout? Whatever his name is. Where is
Morgan? I don't know.
He's hiding from me as per usual. Can't handle this. He's hiding.
I don't know where he's gone. It looked like he was here. Was Morgan actually in the video chat, Andrew?
I think he said his laptop died or something broke.
Yeah, that's what he says. He heard me walking into the studio. Funny that. What I missed, anyways? What have I missed?
Oh, we were just talking about my trip to Gambia.
Ooh, sounds fancy.
Yeah, it's only with uni.
Ah, fair. Yeah, that sounds. My uni course basically consists of programming computers. So.
You're on Morgan's course, aren't you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, so look, Andrew, you're the only one out now because you're on a chat with a bunch of Cardiff Met students. Yeah, everybody's like at Cardiff Met. Just.
What a time to be alive.
Oh God.
What year course are you on? What year are you on?
Fair.
Well, I'm 30.
Management.
Yeah, I've met a few. I think I've met a few people from events management.
Yeah, that's what Morgan told me, and he named people, but I didn't know who they were.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you names. I've just met people at events. Funny enough, they take events management. They tell me they take events management, but then I don't see them again. I think I know someone called Sheldon. Sheldon, maybe. I'm not sure what his attendance is like in the first place, so yeah, that doesn't help.
It just does. Yeah, nobody turns up anymore.
Yeah, I'm at that point now with third year where I thought everyone would just really get stuck in just to get the course over the line, but some people they've given up. I don't blame them, but yeah.
Right, I'm gonna miss Morgan.
Morgan's attendance, I think, might be some of the worst attendance I've seen in the uni. I don't know how he survives.
Has he actually even been? Oh look, he's messaging me back straight away.
Was that?
Morgan, I said, where are you? Trying to fix Discord on my phone, babes. My headset's broke.
Oh, God. He's a madman, he is. I don't know. I think he's taken more tabs of whatever drug he takes than he's been to uni, I'll be honest. That's probably a higher percentage.
I've just told him to hurry up.
Yeah, I mean, when he joins, he'll be talking about his like whatever car he has, like his Ford Mondeo or something.
Well, let's just try not to bring up cars around Morgan because I feel like we're going to be here all day talking about just cars.
You don't need to bring it up. He'll bring it up anyway. No, I'm kidding. If you hear this, Morgan, I love you, mate. I love you when you're like Ford Mondeo or whatever it is you drive. Fuck.
German whip.
Tonight's been enough of it. The whip, yes, the kids call it the whip. I've had enough of a goose chase tonight as it is. The only thing that can make it more of a goose chase is Morgan.
Oh, here he is. Have we got anything else to talk about?
I'm sure Morgan's a man of many conversations.
Heyo.
Speak of the devil.
What I miss?
Oh, nothing.
We're talking about you, babes.
Oh, hello, saucy.
Oh my.
We're calling you all sorts of mean words.
Oh God, this might be the first time we ever have 5 people. You've literally just got the top of his head.
I'll be back now.
Good production quality.
Oh, who said this was quality? It's just.
I know.
We'll never get a studio with this, right?
Oh no, not intended to.
Just
I genuinely was. I was gonna say, like, if this got quite big, we could just use my dining room table because
that sounds cozy.
Looks set.
That's it.
It generally does.
Yeah, you mentioned that before.
I know you may have noticed I'm not in the same place I have. I'm not actually in Cardiff, so I'm not actually in Wales, so I technically shouldn't be a part of this chat.
Shame.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I mean, I'll be back in like 2 days, but
Oh, great! Can't wait for the reunion.
I'll be back for like half an hour and then I'm on a plane.
Bloody hell.
I'm trying to think what we can talk about.
I
Well,
wouldn't get cut.
something just happened, some sort of celebration, baubles, lights, and old men in white red
Oh, right, yeah, it was
socks.
just it was Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like the other one. Yeah, it's Christmas.
Yeah, that other holiday. So what did everybody do for Christmas then?
What a fun question. My dad worked. That was a good start. But I was with the rest of the family.
Yeah.
Slept for a bit of it. That was very fun because I don't get enough sleep. So I mean that's a present in itself, right? Eventually, my dad came home late. Yeah.
What did you do, Andrew?
Oh, sorry, I was just looking at where that guy's hand is. Wondering if I could Photoshop a cock in.
Oh yeah, the fucking webcam's froze exactly there.
Yeah, it does look like he's trying to suck a dick.
I mean, that's one way to start your 2018.
Started right.
Just photos of Morgan start circulating with a dick in his mouth.
They won't let him back to the car club at this rate.
Anyway, back to that question. What did I do? I caught up on 12 hours sleep. That was nice. I played games till the early hours. I didn't know what daylight was. I drank a whole lot. And basically just doing things for this year. A lot of it for the editing of the second episode and stuff like that, and thinking on how to improve stuff. Like this idea now, actually getting my my webcam working in this, because previously I was recording it through OBS, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't see it. So now I had a brainwave, and I was like, hang on, I'll run it through this, then record, and it seems to work.
I slept until like half 11 this day, and then I got up. My little sister cooked lunch because Mum was at work, and then we had lunch. And I think I opened my Christmas presents at like 5 o'clock. And then I came upstairs, got drunk, went on GTA with some people, and ended up singing Tina Turner. Not Tina Turner.
What song was it?
Turn Back Time.
Cher.
Yeah, good Cher song.
Yeah, I always remember that one. And her hair was almost as big as her body. And if I remember rightly, she's on a battleship or something.
She what?
She's singing on a battleship.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually seen a music video for it. Morgan is still present. I would ask him what he did for Christmas, but I don't think we'd ever reply.
He got a new fucking car probably.
Does he just get a new car for every celebration holiday?
New Hot Wheels set. It's electric. Vroom vroom.
Just got a pile of Hot Wheels just lying in the corner.
Figuring out how to like scientifically make them into one mecha car he can drive.
He's putting like the camera like angled like this, like trying to make the car. I can look at my new whip, and it's just a Hot Wheels on the floor.
Fuck man, that sounds like the life to live.
Oh.
There's some Hot Wheels though that probably goes for like more than an actual car. There's some people that actually probably collect Hot Wheels that spend like so much on them. They could just get like a fucking sports car for like the amount they spend.
Oh, you talk about collectibles, like the old, it's not Thornby, is it? The old classic cars.
Oh, but yeah, it's just one of those I always see like now and again people mention. I think. I mean, fair enough. But if you combine the money that they spent on all the collectible cars, they could like buy like a sports car probably.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, a Ferrari? No, I'm gonna have like 200 like. But you know, everyone prefers different stuff, so I mean, I can't hate. Solo.
Yeah, I know you can get I think it's the Ariel Atom for £20,000. I think that was the cheapest sports car you can actually get. Yeah, of that standard, like they did it on Top Gear, and I was quite impressed. Sorry, not a sports car. It's a kit car. I think that's what the term they give it.
Yeah, I've never been like the biggest car person, which I know when Morgan eventually hears this, he'll be not too happy. But I see the appeal. I could take or leave it. Just give me a Ford Mondeo. Just fucking get me point A to B. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Either.
Reaver View Drive.
Yeah, well, my car's currently broken.
Oh, good. That's just how you like to have your car.
I do. 2 seconds. You might want it. 2 seconds. I'm back in it.
Aye. How it is between you and Georgia, or I know Morgan's connection's absolutely piss, or at least his laptop is or whatever. But that's the thing. It's difficult to have a good conversational flow when the connection's off. I mean, I know from experience when I've done podcasts, and it's tricky to get like so many people on and have the connection stay crisp.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not too bothered about the connection.
Yeah.
Just getting people together like this is a fucking challenge.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got to take what you get, I guess.
Yeah. We did our second one. The first one was me and Georgia. Then the second one was me, Georgia, and Ross. And Ross didn't have any video, so it was just his. Like how you were doing, it's just his voice.
Oh yeah.
Me and her. But then she couldn't see me because of the old way I had my camera set up. So it seemed when you play back, it made sense. But when you were actually doing it, it seemed a bit odd. But it's just every session there's something new, there's a bit of progression. Even to the fact that if we enjoy doing it, we could meet up somewhere and do it tidy. Also, you need to work out the logistics of the cameras and different angles and whatnot. But it's certainly something to look into.
Oh yeah, sure.
Georgia, remember to unmute yourself.
Completely forgot for a second there.
I'm so used to people coming back after they muted themselves and they just end up talking. So
Oh yeah, I've done that so many times. Has anybody seen the photo I've posted on the? Yeah, there we go.
I join.
Nobody saw it.
Is that caption from personal experience, or is that just an educated guess?
That's just an educated guess as to what he was trying to do there.
Close enough.
I was going to try drawing on it, but I didn't want to. I decided against it.
I'm sure you're a great cock illustrator.
No.
Damn. Practice makes perfect.
I know. I just need to start drawing more on Tom's pictures.
That'll get him in the good books. Did he say he might be get on the podcast?
Yeah, and then he's decided he's not going to.
Wonder why.
I know.
he came on the other time and he's like, "Can we talk about Star Wars?" And he puts bloody Mickey Mouse ears on.
Oh god, yeah, and he had this huge teddy bear, and there's actually did you keep in the part of me actually whacking my head on the keyboard and my camera like going like this?
Yes, I did keep the bit that you face palmed. Yeah.
That's a good visual.
I completely like flipped out. You can see me getting.
Yeah, the bit where you freaked, that's in there, and the bit where I put on my mask, yeah, that's also in there. Because I had to change the cameras so then you could see me. So I could redo it now, but at the time it was just I was a bit silly buggers, and then tried that. And your look was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I wasn't happy at all. Oh dear, I've asked Morgan where he's gone.
Watch some car porn.
He's watching Grand Tour, is he?
I remember before there was a Channel 5 documentary about like a guy whose thing was like having sex with cars.
Watch this now.
Having sex with cars? What, he'd kneel in the back and stick his dick in the exhaust or something?
Yeah, exactly that kind of. Or he'd just rub his member on it, if you know what I mean. Just imagine that'll be Morgan one day.
Is he married to his car? Is he?
I mean, I get that feeling. Anyone who is into cars, they might end up like that guy in the Channel 5 documentary. I mean, nothing wrong with that if Morgan does. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But it's a possibility that we could see Morgan on a Channel 5 documentary one day. I mean, I'd be proud of him. If you did.
Yeah, you made TV with it. You just give me this really sick idea of window wiper replacement.
Trying to imagine. I'm actually unsure. Very worrying either way.
Looks like Georgia's frozen again. Frozen in time, you are.
Yeah, there's been a fair bit of freezing, starting to feel like that Disney movie, Frozen.
Yeah. I was gonna make the joke last a bit longer, but you went straight for the kill zone.
Yeah.
Looks like she dropped.
Yeah, fuck it. How long have you been recording for?
I think since Georgia popped in,
So decent.
oh, half hour maybe? The time goes so quick. Yeah, it's
Oh.
about 35 minutes.
Fair play.
Mm.
Yeah.
My internet went down.
Shit. We've all been there. I've been there too often, to be honest. Fucking internet going down and shit. So which area do you usually live in? Of course, you would have kind of met for uni. What's the area
Wait, what?
like? Is it like a rural area?
Which area?
Where you live at home? I mean, you don't have to say the address, obviously.
Oh,
Like,
where I'm
wh-
not here.
who's-
Oh, I live in.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool. It's not rural. No, I live in a town.
decent.
So it's not as if I'm like in a little village in the middle of nowhere.
That's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in a pretty standard town, but the internet's still a headache. But it is what it is.
No, Falmouth's lovely. We've got like Swampool, Gillen Bays. Yeah, we've got like 5 beaches,
Ah, nice.
and we get like loads of cruise ships. And so it's sort of like a retirement holiday place.
Cozy.
So it's nice,
It's like the British Florida. Sounds like.
kind of. Apart from it constantly rain.
But it's not full of like serial killers.
No, although it's home to a transvestite used to shag dogs up at the castle.
I mean, that just adds character, really. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like a fun like amusement.
Oh, I'm finishing off the last of the Christmas toffees, and this last one, don't like it.
Yeah, you're at the point now where like all the kind of Christmas food you have kind of finishes up. The decorations go down if they haven't already. Yada yada yada.
Yeah. You're finishing off the ones that you didn't finish earlier because these are shit. There's a reason why that they got 2 inches of dust on them.
I've got like no respect. I've got like just no shame though. The ones I don't want, it'll just be like I'll have just people come over and I'll be like, yeah, you can have some chocolates if you want. They, and they'll be like, oh, that's awesome, and then they'll see it's just stuff I don't want. And that's
Yeah.
And there's nothing they can do about it. They can't reject one because it's manners. You gotta accept the food I give you. So yeah, best of both worlds, really.
Yeah, I did a similar thing. I went over to mate's house and he said, "Oh, got some beer here if you want it." Oh, yeah, I just crack it open. 2 or 3, great. Fourth one, for some reason, I looked at the bottle. I was like, "Oh, it's only it's out of date next month." Wait, that's 2 years ago.
Right, I'm back. Oh, I'm not. Oh, yes, I am. Jesus Christ, my internet.
I missed you, Smokes.
Oh,
Gotta show manners, I guess. It's 2018. We respecting people.
2018, the year of respecting people.
Yeah, respect.
Who uploaded Uptown Funk?
I did.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, when you played the first song of Lee, I'm like, that's Uptown Funk. God damn it.
What's my favorite demo disc song? It's probably the one where they kind of I think it was the cover of like "Say It Ain't So" by Weezer because I like Weezer, so I enjoyed that.
oh, yeah, that was a good one.
I enjoyed that.
I need them to do one to Mothers Be Aware.
Yeah. I really need to start catching up on Funhaus. I feel like I started watching Cow Shop and then I started slipping on other stuff. I need to get back into it.
You need to catch up because, Mother's View is the greatest thing to happen to 2017.
Shit, really? That's a big
Mother's
claim.
View where, well, yeah, I've never seen a crowd of people start getting up and clapping their hands to such nonsense than I did at RTX.
Shit.
It was mad. I think Adam and Bruce were just as confused as I was.
Man, fucking. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy some of the stuff that gets like popular, like the peak stuff, like just getting peak popular so easily just by the gimmick of like just the fact he says nothing got him gone popular. That's crazy.
Peak is
It's because he's a contrast. Like everyone in the even Elise is like really like off the walls, like nuts. But then there's just Peak. It's very
She's great.
controlled.
Elise is great. Andrew, can you send a link to the chat, please?
Like the way it works is they get invited to the UK server, so then I can add him as a friend, and then I invite him into this. So,
Okay.
who is it?
So basically, shall I just tell her you have to add yourself to the RT South Wales chat?
Yes. Yeah. Who is it?
Or,
Yeah. The link should be in the Facebook message anyway.
Because people always say like Discord is the best VoIP. Like it's much better than Skype, to be fair. You'd think for like something that's supposed to be really good, it'd be much easier adding people to groups.
Skype was the first one anyway. Oh yeah, sorry, MSN was the first one, and then Skype took over. But the idea of this is years old.
Yeah.
Discord needs to catch up. It hasn't mastered the voice comms like this. It's alright. Don't get me wrong, and we can have 10 people in this. Because this is not a group chat, as in group chat on the server. It's a group chat in as a direct message. I think other people have used different things, like Google Hangouts. I think do the same thing, and there's something else as well. I can't think what it is, but it's free, and there was a way that it does a video chat, and let's see what it does basically. And the fact that it's cross-platform and you can work on mobile devices, I think is brilliant.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, that's the thing. When I first found Discord, it was great, just because like I remember when I used Skype. Like Skype, you just open Skype and you try like laptop crashes for 10 times in a row. It's like you couldn't open Skype without your computer just exploding. And with Discord, it doesn't happen, so it's automatically like an improvement.
Skype, it was quite heavy with certain things. It wanted everything to be integrated, like what Windows 10 has done now. Years ago, Skype tried to do it, where you'd add somebody, you're linking your Facebook, your Twitter, and whatever, and he's trying to load all their information every time you look at them, and try to become this central hub. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But it's... Oh, that's given me a thought. I think Ross said after we did this before, Ross said that doing this type of podcast with the voice chat is similar to, is it the internet box that Michael used to do?
Internet box.
Yeah.
Man, I used to love that. Like that's really what got me quite like invested in kind of like all of this. That podcast was really good. That's such a strong cast. Like they all were like people who weren't like extraordinary people. I mean, that's kind of the strength of a lot of Rooster Teeth. Like a lot of the people on there, they're not like super personalities. Like they're down to earth enough for you to like them, but they're not like so bland. They're not interesting. They're that perfect in the middle, which really works.
Oh,
And every channel that Rooster Teeth adds, whether it be Funhaus or Cow Chop or Sugar Pine 7, they're all the same again. They've got that right in the middle. Even though they're all like different personalities, they're still like the right kind of personality, which is really good. But then the Internet Box was a good example of that. And I think it was through like the whole connection of Internet Box that a fair few got hired. Like Barbara Dunkelman was on the Internet Box before she got hired. Same with Ray, I think.
Yeah, no, it's just Ross mentioned it. It's like, oh, okay. And then a quick look at just a screenshot, and it's like, oh, seems a similar idea to this. Using, what did they use? Google Hangouts, was it?
Hmm.
No,
Not
fair
sure.
enough.
Oh yeah, fuck, I just remember that Google Hangouts was a thing. Like I know a lot of people used to use like Skype. I think Google Hangouts started getting used when a lot of podcasts that were popular on YouTube used Skype and they would get like DDoSed. So they had to. So Google Hangouts got like a boost because of it.
Yeah, the Skype is a bit. I'm part of Skype as part of a Minecraft server, part of the administration side of it, and it just gets too much. There's like too many people, and like you talking over them. Where with Discord, it's great because you can filter out the channels, so you can have like
Yeah, exactly.
admins talking, so you can have the admin chat.
Sends them more in depth as well. Like in calls, you can specifically mute certain people.
Yeah,
or whatever. And like user volume specifically, if someone has a quiet mic or a loud mic, fix it.
yeah, that's great. TeamSpeak had something similar, but Mumble.
I've heard of TeamSpeak. That was I kind of skipped over like TeamSpeak somehow. Like I never really was around for that phase.
One of the other games I play, I got involved heavily into it, and they said, "Oh yeah, join a TeamSpeak." And it's like I think it's £50 a year, which is not that much more than Xbox Live or something like that. So he just keeps it going. It's not really a lot, but I think with the fact that Discord has become this system that can replace a lot of the voice chats, there is a lot of movement to it. But I'm finding there's a lot of transient as well. People can just delete it and they don't care.
Yeah.
The idea of this is more of a technical challenge. See if it's possible.
Yeah.
Just see where it goes from there. I was thinking, although I like this idea, maybe playing a game or something like that might be, kind of like a uh,
I know what you mean.
yeah, good because I could not find the words then.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think I prefer this than say playing a game because you'll have my recording and then you'll have all the voices. But I like the idea that you can actually see different people as well.
Yeah.
And I think in the age of like Twitch and Let's Plays and all these different things, doing something like this will set us apart.
What else? Split us apart is playing some game of strip poker, obviously.
Not from the dark side of Twitch and certainly chat roulette.
Yeah, but we're more homely, so we have that middle ground.
Okay, who told you that?
The days.
It's like strip poker, but we're all
sorry.
wearing like 10 layers of jumpers. That's like the whole joke. Like, hey guys, play strip poker. How risque? But we're just wearing like 10 layers of jumpers. Like a real team.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Oh my god, the days when people would actually use chat roulette.
Some people still do.
Thing?
Yeah, I was over my mate's house and she was on chat roulette and it's just for shits and giggles more than anything. My other friend had a bit of a drink. So, let me have a go. Alright. So every time he'd go on and he'd like, oh no, Bert, how you doing? And he'd always be a fella. He'd always get fellas.
Oh dear.
I remember when I used to go on chat roulette a bit because my mates would always say, "Let's go on it." I think we ended up adding these two like Slovakian girls. That was probably the only good moment of chat roulette.
Me and my friends did it years ago. 17, and we met these two guys about the same age as us on there,
Oi,
and
oi.
we all actually became real friends with them. We don't talk anymore, but we're all still
Oh.
friends on Facebook.
Did you become friends before or after they got their dicks out?
They did. They didn't. We
Oh.
actually had a Skype chat with one of the lads and his parents
So their parents got their dicks out.
that night. They reckon. No.
Good.
But oh god, literally, it's so unbelievable that this happened. But we were talking to them. We were having a really nice chat with them, and then about 6 months later, I got a phone call from my friend going, like somebody had broken into their house and shot them
That's fucked up.
in America. It was literally like I signed to these people. It was all over national American news, and it was like I have spoken to these people. And it was just like freaky.
Yeah, it's...
Yes, apart from the shooting, the chat roulette is very freaky, I know. No, I joke. I know what you mean. It's very strange how that is.
I think America looks definitely as an interesting place and full of pretty good opportunities, especially for like YouTube sort of stuff. But like stuff like the guns is really like off-putting.
Yeah, it's like Spain. It's a good place to visit, but I don't think I would want to live there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the weather here isn't like great, but at least it isn't like so hot. Like you get forest fires or like so like bad. You get like earthquakes. Like it's in all things considered, it's like an alright in the middle.
Yeah, as I say, you got, I think, Florida had earthquakes. California has forest fires. Mississippi, Texas has shootings. Boston's maybe I shouldn't go that far. Although I'm just repeating the news. Yeah, it's okay. To be fair, we've had our fair share of shit, but yeah, America does seem to have it a lot more.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, it does seem to be like where like the Rooster is all. Like Austin seems to be like Austin, Texas is like the least Texas part of Texas, even though it's the capital.
I thought Houston was the capital of Texas.
Is it? I'm not sure. I think Austin might be. I could be horribly wrong, but I feel like Austin is. I feel like they've said that on the podcast.
Oh no. Was it Dallas?
I can't tell. They're all big places.
Yeah, it's quite interesting that after selling the like Rooster Teeth, I found out the American Texan Austin, great. And then I found that other companies that were based in Texas and thought the different cities, either Houston or Dallas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think Ensemble Studios, who later made Halo Wars, are based out of fuck, based out of Houston, I think. And there's a bunch of other companies as well, and it's like, my God, you've been absorbed by the massive corporation that is EA. What did you do to deserve such punishment?
Yes, that's. Look at EA. They're always like at the scorn of everyone. Even though they still make lots of money, they're always like voted like really badly by people. Like people give like EA shit like more than like companies that actually do like really like legally bad like practices with their employees. But that's because like gaming fans are just very vocal, I guess. That's probably why.
So, this might be a strange question, but how do you like your political satire?
Actually, I mean, I used to really enjoy it. Now I just kind of enjoy satire more generally. Like I've watched shows like Brass Eye before. I can enjoy a bit of political satire either way.
Did you ever used to watch this?
What's that? Spit an Image. I've heard of it.
Oh,
I've
Spit an
heard of it.
Image. Yeah.
But you have a look at the bloody puppets. A lot of them I don't recognise,
I
but
love spitting image is great.
certainly like where is it? The royal family. Ronald Reagan and Nancy. Those Robert D. Who else is it? Wait, that's bloody. He's dead though, is he?
Ew.
No, is that Paul? Yeah, that's Paul Daniels. Is he dead now? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure myself.
But yeah, I watched it a couple of Christmases ago, and I ended up rewatching them again this Christmas, and there was so much I missed. Um, a lot of the jokes because I didn't understand the celebrities and a lot of the sports stars and stuff. But now I'm going to go through them completely through the 12 years that they've run, and that's all my 80s history now is basically.
Fuck. Yeah, I feel that. Fucking. Yeah, political satire has come some way now. I mean, the issue is right now, a lot of it's just sort of like everyone just wants to jump on the Trump bandwagon. Because that's
Yeah,
what gets,
yeah.
like, that's what gets numbers, you know. Everyone wants to kind of like talk about Trump. And that's all it is. Like, you also get a bit about like where he's being evil, but you know, that's about it.
Yeah, you can make fun of anyone. The Royals can still be people you can make fun of.
Yeah.
Whoever's in government, obviously at the time it was Kinnock and also it was Thatcher with Kinnock in opposition, and you could easily do it with May and and Corbyn,
Yeah.
and certainly with the political situation they're in and the fact they have to do a minority government and work with the Irish. It's I think they should bring it back. It's certainly right where it is. Now, I say not to mention Trump, and you got the Korean guy, and then you've got whatever happened. Was it to Libya and stuff like that? The fact that Gaddafi's gone. They could probably do an entire season of what they used to show in Spitting Image to now, and the fact that most of them are dead. They could just do a show of dead stars. And not to mention the musicians, and you would got like David Bowie and Prince and what else? There's other people I can't think who it is.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like crazy, the whole like concept in general. One sec. I'm just gonna. I mean, I'm kind of out. I'm a fairly bit drunk right now, so I'm half in and half out of it. I'm just gonna like totally change the tempo here. I'm actually quite curious. When in the timeline of this group did you both join? Because I've joined relatively recently. I know. I think before. I think Georgia told me that just last year there was only like a very small number of people in this group, or something like that.
I think I joined when there was 23, maybe 25 of us. It was before RTX. My friend Ross actually brought me into this. Because he ended up talking to a lot of people. He's not part of the group on Facebook because of the amount of messages he had. He just kept going off and off, so he left the group for that. Yeah, I think 6 months ago, maybe. I'm not sure.
It was just kind of interesting to me because you know, because I never for some reason expected there to be an RTX group for South Wales. I knew there was one for UK. I didn't expect there to be one this specific. When I saw Georgia post about it in the Cardiff Gaming Society, that was quite a welcome surprise.
Yeah, it was quite interesting, but I think it's good. It's like going back to that Minecraft server I'm part of. It's a global thing, and because there's so many of us, we can't really get ideas across, and there's a lot of cross communication. The fact that it's split into small areas like this, and then you have your ambassadors for the bigger place, I think it's great.
Yeah.
And then you can do stuff like this, chat to your local people. You can meet up, have a drink, and then say, "Oh look, RTX, let's all go."
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm down for it. Like, eventually, when I'm actually not busy finishing like lots of like assignment work, I'll be down for a meetup.
I was going to say, I thought of something we can talk about. I don't know
Ooh.
if anybody's seen it. The whole Logan Paul thing.
Man, yeah, that stuff is like it's so annoying because in a way it's one of those where my initial reaction is the less kind of verified people or other YouTubers talking about it, the better. But you gotta kind of talk about it to say how wrong it is. He wins
Yeah,
in
I
a
know,
sense
but he
either
didn't
way.
really talk about it though, did he? Apparently,
Yeah.
like sat laughing about it.
Yeah, it's just like now you're seeing all these other YouTubers talking about it, and a part of me's like, that's giving him exposure, but he's big enough as it is anyway. So I don't know. But it's that point now where this is so thing that I'm seeing publications on my Facebook talk about it that I've never seen talk about YouTube before. Like I'm seeing the
Yeah.
Telegraph and like the Daily Mirror making articles about this. So he's basically getting publicity he never got before, but I don't know.
I'm just watching it
Hopefully
now because I haven't
because
actually
it's bad
seen
publicity.
it.
Yeah.
Someone's re-uploaded it.
Oh, yeah, I don't wanna. That's the thing. I didn't even want to see the re-upload because it's basically a dead
I will
body.
say before you watch his graphic, I think there's definitely Marshall Mystery because I'm pretty sure has.
Okay. I knew about it on Discord first than anywhere else. The same with the Celeste Vega as well. I was like, oh, what are you on about? And then I saw it on Facebook. I was like, oh, right. I'm not gonna watch that. Well,
Yeah.
sorry, I did watch the Celeste Vega one,
You
and the
know-
first couple of seconds it was like, that just looks awkward even from here. What it's done is made him the fucking top of the news, so he's become more popular and sorry, not more popular, but more views and everything else. And it seems certain YouTubers have got this way of this endless cycle of, oh, you know what, something's below, I'll do something stupid. You know, I either say I'm quitting or saying, oh, this guy's nothing but a perv, or I've never done this, and then it's just like the more people that thinking, oh wait, did you actually do that? And there's just more people talking about it, and it's like, you're famous for the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are shameless though. They just don't even care for whatever reason.
No, I suppose not. But it's changing the subject slightly or going in a 180. You mentioned how long I've been part of the RT UK group. Well, I was there about 6 months, but when I was at one of the conventions, I was given a business card of RVB UK, and that's how old it was. Because it used to be that.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's I got a because I hand business cards out myself because I do a lot of photography. There's a space in it for other people's cards, and I come away with 2 full packs of other people's cards. It's like, oh, jeez, I've been busy today.
Would be interesting still though. Like the whole thing of meeting everyone from like, well, the people that would come from the whole like thing of RT, kind of UK.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, any convention, you end up meeting people. Even if it's like, oh, now let me cosplay, or can I take a photo, or you just at the bar and you just become friendly and just end up buying them a drink. So you end up becoming friends with people anyway. It's it was quite interesting RTX because I've never been to a very specific convention like that. I've always gone to MCM, which is quite generalised. It's got obviously sorry, it's got the gaming, it's got the cosplay, it's got the YouTube stuff and the Twitch and whatnot. And to me, RTX was very specialised. It's like it's all Rooster Teeth content, or rather, the majority of it is. And I surprisingly enjoyed it, even though how specific it was.
Yeah, I've never been to like any sort of convention, especially with RT before. The closest thing to quote convention, just like Cardiff Comic Con. Nothing besides from that though. Never stuff I regularly go to. Someday I might though. Depends.
Oh, you're back, but you're frozen.
I'm frozen. No, I'm just
Oh, no,
standing
you're
still. I have this habit of being still, and I found like when I rewatched my streams, I'm like a statue. and the only thing that moves is like you see the eyebrows like that. It's like oh, and pint and that's it. Like I don't move a lot. But yeah, 10/10. Any last things you want to talk about?
Jesus.
Okay. What's gonna be fun is cutting 2 hours. Cutting all
Right.
the stuff out, and how
Oh,
long it's gonna be. Like, is it gonna be 20 minutes? Is it gonna be 40 minutes? I have no idea.
Yeah, it's gonna give you like a 20-minute podcast.